So I thought I'd do a quick video on what I thought about what I'm seeing about Egypt and them getting the right to vote in a new president. And a real president this time, and not a fake election. So my first thought on the subject is, we need to stop being a society of fear. This country was not founded on the principle of fear. It was founded on the concept of freedom and democracy. I mean, I've heard everything from the caliphate argument to how evil the Muslim Brotherhood is and they're just one step away from being Al Qaeda, to, oh, they probably can't handle it, so, Mubarak is such a better choice. Do you get this idea? Black helicopters, that kind of thing? That's almost that's almost the kind of state that the people in Egypt have had to live in for years and years and years. It's sort of like over in Iran. The leader of Iran, today if I remember right, he was saying congratulations and, great job. And what's the first thing he does? The people that in Iran that they were thinking of doing protests, he put them under house arrest and cut off internet and all that kind of good stuff because he fears freedom. We need to be endorsing the people that are for freedom instead of talking bad about certain aspects of a movement that we don't like. Maybe we should be concentrating on the good parts and not ignoring the bad parts, but concentrating our efforts and time into building up the aspects that we like and stop focusing on fear, because fear is going to make the moderate Muslims jump to the defense of the radical Muslims. So instead of playing up the radicals, how about we start playing up the moderates? Just an idea. And here's another idea. Something that I've noticed, and a similarity between the Al Qaeda that we're fighting in Afghanistan and the Koreans, and especially the Vietnamese, when we fought them in Vietnam, they don't have a centralized place we can attack. Now, if we have something that we can go shoot at, our military is really, 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 really good at that. But if they don't have a centralized government to go shoot at, like dealing with the Muslim Brotherhood, they don't have a centralized location that we can just go, boom, done. So, that means we get to approach difficulties like the radical factions in that movement instead of just throwing money at it or throwing soldiers at it or shooting bullets at it. Maybe, just maybe, we should try to start acting like adults. It's a concept, I know it's a really scary concept. People just have, we're so used to being able to go shoot at each other. But maybe, just maybe, we've matured enough as a society and as a people to be able to look for new ways of getting what we want. Instead of demonizing, maybe we should be building up the aspects that we like. Is this so hard to understand? Even a 6-year-old could understand that. So in closing, I just want to give you another 6-year-old's thoughts on this. You can either lead with fear and tyranny, or, as a teacher in the military, you can lead by example. Leading by example is not what you're seeing on Fox News. That's leading by fear and tyranny. We, Americans, are supposed to be the freedom people. So, let's endorse freedom and congratulate this repressed people and welcome them into the world community. That alone should overcome any problems that they have. So until next time, bye!